Hello, I'm Skye, the National Leader for Soil Science Research at the National Soil Survey Center in Lincoln, Nebraska. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the Soil and Plant Science Division Research Focus Team. The Research Focus Team has three primary charges: conduct and facilitate soil survey-related research, provide guidance on scientific practices to SPSD, and collaborate with NCSS and other external entities to promote soil science. So I have rearranged and summarized those into three general topics: advise, support, and distribute. So in terms of advise, we've created some research advisory teams. The first of these is an internal team where SPSD soil scientists represent all regions, and some have multiple people per region. We try to have quarterly calls, maybe monthly or bi-monthly calls. And we're initially holding a series of brainstorming teleconferences. The initial recommendations from those regions are basically to make the soil survey offices aware of the research resources that are available to them, set up some general research ideas that can be carried out in multiple soil survey offices, and provide avenues for interaction and just conversation between the research staff, external researchers, and those soil survey offices. We have an external research advisory team, which is working with the NCSS Research Priorities team to talk about how to best cooperate across the 4 regions and the national committees in all of the areas of expertise that are represented in NCSS. We have talked about how to better integrate research ideas, how to get conversations going between cooperators and soil survey offices, and really how to put those ideas into use. As far as support goes, SPSD has some initiatives directly related to research, including coastal blue carbon accounting, dynamic soil properties, specifically with soil biology and aggregate stability, and the Science of Soil Health initiative, which you can hear about in another part of this conference. We provide reviews for research that come out through the National Notice of Funding Opportunity. We provide reviews of proposals for our staff research soil scientists, and we support SSO, soil survey office plans that they might want to carry out, and things that KSSL may want to alter or add in terms of new topics, new procedures that need to be researched. So we want to be able to distribute both the information that we have and that the soil survey has so that they can be incorporated into guidance or just put out for informational activities. We've hosted a DSP for Soil Health virtual webinar. We put together some monthly highlights, and we've talked about disseminating abstracts from SPSD for external conferences. And we're still looking for ideas for how better to distribute the research that Soil and Plant Science Division and the National Cooperative Soil Survey do to other outlets. So the research focus team is really focused right now on those advisory team recommendations. We need to focus on the communication between regions, soil survey offices, and the National Soil Survey Center. And the research branch that I lead, how do we interact with all those? How do we promote research throughout the division? We need to establish pathways to facilitate cooperation, both internally and externally. And then how is research prioritized within those efforts? And finally, how do we interact with the other teams? We know that other teams and committees in NCSS have research needs and maybe want to know about the research we're doing. So we need to formalize and facilitate those kinds of conversations. So we're going to continue to build connections with our internal and external teams and carry forward the stuff that the National Cooperative Soil Survey is doing so that we don't have these lapses in conversation between the regional and the national meetings. And that is the primary focus that we want to carry out as the research focus team, is to have a continual conversation between soil scientists of SPSD, our external cooperators, and anyone else that may have an interest or use for our research. Thank you for your time. Please send me an email or give me a call if you have any questions or ideas. Thank you.